Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It has been, I want to say it's been a good couple of days that I haven't seen you guys. I think at least 4 or 5. I am still getting a little bit better, but things are turning around, so I'm excited. I'm bullish. That's why I wanted to jump on here and say what's up to everybody. I'm currently doing a live stream on X, on Twitch, on YouTube, and also I am doing a I'm also doing a live Twitter space that I got going on right now from the Bob account and from my actual account. And today, ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because we're going to be talking about something amazing that's dropping here on Sui that's going to benefit every single project. Whether you're small, you're big, it doesn't matter. It's going to benefit you. And I'm going to be talking about that today. I hope that my rest of my partners do show up. They've been I know it's a little bit late for the parts of the world where they're at, and it is Saturday. It was very unexpected, but we wanted to go ahead and get this thing rolling and get it out into people's hands so people can take advantage of the things that we have created. Such amazing tools that are going to be coming out from our development, and hopefully you guys get to experience them. So without further ado, give me 1 second and let me get myself situated. And if you see that my lips don't sync up to the voice that you're watching on stream, don't stress out. That's just normal feedback. And if you guys are currently on spaces, please do me a favor, like and retweet. That way we can get the information out to the people. That way everybody knows what is happening. So let me go ahead and fix this real quick before we get started. That way we can have one less thing to worry about. And man, it's been a while since I did a live stream, so yo. Big shout out to everyone that's in the audience. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, showing up. I see y'all. J.Sui, Sir Grok, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And all of you guys watching the stream, thank you guys so much for coming through. So I'm going to be switching over to a different mic. So I'm no longer going to be talking from the Bob account. I'm going to be talking from my account. So give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and put this on mute. And we shall continue the party, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 second. Now I can come back and talk to the chat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for waiting patiently. If you guys are watching the stream, thank y'all, first of all, for coming back to see my beautiful face. If you guys are listening to the Twitter space, thank you guys so much for coming through and listening. We have some exciting news. And if you guys are wondering, and if you guys want to see exactly what I'm talking about, I highly encourage you guys to just go ahead and click on the click on the pinned tweet that I'm going to put up there. So at any given point, if you get lost and you don't know what I'm talking about, you can always go back to that screen, and you can watch what I'm talking about. So we're gonna be doing something, a little bit different today. We are gonna be on Spaces, but also I'm gonna be doing a live stream. And with the live stream, you will be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. So today is a big day for us here on the Sui ecosystem. All right, Whale Boy is up here. All right, Whale Boy, what's going on, my bro? How are you? Can you hear me? Hopefully you can hear me. Let me see.
Hey, I'm good. How are you, brother?
Oh my goodness, bro. It's the weekend. I got my kid. It's time to spend time with the family, but gotta get to work too, bro.
Too bullish. We gotta get it out. We gotta tell the people. They gotta know.
Yes, sir. We do. We definitely do. So I wanted to try this format where we're gonna be doing the live stream, the live space, but also, doing turning on the YouTube, Twitch, X. That way everybody can see exactly what we're talking about and how it's going to benefit pretty much everyone that's in the Sui ecosystem. Not just our projects, but every single project that's currently in the Sui ecosystem. And the biggest struggle that we actually confronted when we first came to Sui was finding a volume bot that could help us, right? And if you guys are not familiar, how the projects usually work, they get very expensive. When you're in a brand new chain where there's not a lot of people building on, things get very expensive. So for quite some time, I want to say for a good at least a month, when we came into the Sui ecosystem back in October, there was not a lot of bots that you could go on Telegram and utilize to do either ranking or volume bot. It was very, very new, and nobody had created anything at all whatsoever. And the ones that have been created, some of them have been a little bit expensive. Some of them probably you've never heard of. But that changes all this week, because you are about to explore and really enjoy one of the best tools that has come to the Sui ecosystem. And I'm going to be talking about it today. And I'm very, very excited. That I'm gonna send you the co-host, Well Boy. That way, if I miss anyone, are you busy with your family?
I am, but I got a little bit here. I can hang for a
Okay. Let me send you the co-host real quick, and then we got Taco Fi as well. Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay, awesome. So, if at any point you guys get lost, you guys can just look at the pinned tweet, and you guys can see my face and exactly what I'm talking about, the tools. So I'm going to give you guys a little breakdown of what is a volume bot, what it does, right? And I'm going to use my PC so that way you guys can see. But basically, whenever you are on Deck Screener and you want your tokens to trend, you use what is called a ranking bot. Basically, a ranking bot creates small buys from different wallets, thus creating and pushing your project to go up. So whenever you go to Deck Screener and you look at Sui on whatever chain you're looking at, and you look at the tokens that are trending, these are all based on volume, based on the token amounts that get purchased and how much volume is going through these. So it takes all those factors, and that's how it determines which projects get shown on the front page. So if you've never seen your project in the front page, excuse me, that's because there's other projects that are probably outperforming, and they're doing a lot more transactions, and this pretty much just tells you, where the volume is at. So one of the things that the Solana ecosystem has is that they've created bots that can help you with that. So if you're a brand new project that just came out or just graduated, and you want to be seen in the front page of Deck Screener, then you utilize what is called trending bots, or a ranking bot, which ranks it up, and then also a volume bot, which brings volume into the chart, and that brings more awareness to other buyers, and thus it keeps pushing you into the ranking system for Deck Screener. So that's pretty much what a volume bot does. It basically creates volume for you, so that way you can stay trending and you can be in the front page. So since Sui was pretty new. Whenever we came in, there was not many things. And the ones that have come in have been very expensive. So back in the days, if you wanted to run one of these, you would have to pay around $300. Now, if you're a brand new project and you're starting from scratch and you're trying to do this with bare minimum, you don't have $300 to spare. But there is alternatives and there is new projects that are building what exactly we have created, a way for people to utilize the technology but without breaking the bank. So that's pretty much the premises of a volume bot. A volume bot helps you be seen by the public, and it allows you to pretty much show up here whenever you don't have much volume. And for you to acquire that, you have to be making a pretty decent amount of transactions, and that's exactly how Deck Screener pretty much breaks down, the things that are in front of you. But anyways, that is the technical part of it. Before I continue, let me not be a rude host, and let me welcome Tokify. Welcome, brother. GM. Wellboy, welcome. Cisco. Sir Grok. Who else? Crypto Splendid is there. Jade. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate y'all. First of all, let me ask, before I get into nitty gritty, because I can go on forever. Wellboy, how has your day been, brother?
Man, it's today was a good day. I'm sure you're feeling some of that warmer weather that we're feeling up here. So good day. We got the dogs out, went to the park, got to enjoy the weather a little bit, so no complaints.
Man, I love to hear that, bro. I'm glad you went to touch some grass as well. Because
it's important.
Bro, the markets have been rough.
And I'd be rude not to ask, how was your day, brother?
It's been good, bro. I can't complain. Me and my kid went out. We went to the flea market. We actually almost went to Louisville because it's close to the Louisville. And we had some pretty good time out there. Came back, watched the movie. Now I'm like, hey, I gotta get back to the grind, son. At least for an hour or so. Day right there. Love it. And I wanted to, go ahead and host because I just kept postponing it. And I didn't want to keep postponing it. Otherwise, people are going to get antsy. But the good thing is that I always try to save the Twitter spaces so that way people can go back and listen to them. And also the live streams. The live streams are very, very important. They do bring, that cherry to the cake when you need it. So you can always go back and watch the streams or listen to the Twitter spaces. But I see we also got my friend Tokify. What's going on, Tokify? How you doing, bro? Welcome. Happy weekend.
Hey man, I've been waiting all day for this, as you know. So I'm pretty excited to see it. Want to see how it works and how it operates, so we can incorporate it at Tokify.
Heck yeah, brother! Love it. All right. Well, I just gave you the breakdown of what a volume bot is, and it's basically a tool that helps you increase visibility in the Sui ecosystem. There is a couple of other projects out there, and I'm going to give them a shout out because I have used them in the past before. Some of them are not very involved with Sui ecosystem, but they have built, right? So one of the volume bots that I used in the past is called GorillaBot. GorillaBot does have different chains that they currently serve. You know what? I think they actually just discontinued their... No, they don't. So they do have Solana, Base... BSC, Sui, Sonic, Avalanche, Pump Fund. So they have different chains that they pretty much service. But there's not one, they're not particularly just in the Sui ecosystem, but they are accessible to anyone. So there is the Gorilla. The one that has been very active as well is Shark. What are they called? Bull Shark? Is it Bull Shark? Yeah, Bull Shark. Bull Shark is the other one. Bull Shark is the other one. They also have their volume bot right here. And they've also have incorporated some other stuff as well. So a big shout out to them. They also do come to the Twitter spaces. They are very active. So, big shout out to them. And they are just building for Sui at the moment. So I'm very excited that these projects continuously build alongside of us, every single day. So, I want to make sure I give them a shout out. So, but there's not many volume bots that have come into the market. Now there is some, but like I mentioned before, some of them are very expensive. And so what we tried to do was try to create something that is going to be much better and much, much cheaper. So if you want to run one of these volume bots, you can simply go to any Telegram, whether that be Shark, Bull Shark, or Gorilla, get the link, and you can start utilizing these tools, right? So the biggest difference between our tools that we've created and the ones that are currently in the market is the cost effectiveness of it. Like I mentioned, sometimes people don't have $300 to spend, right? That's a lot of Sui, especially on something that's only going to last you around 8 hours, maybe, give or take, depending on the speed that you use. So a lot of projects don't have a lot of capital. So we wanted to change that, and we wanted to help the small projects as well. And I wanted to make sure that it was accessible. So for that reason, we created SuiBooster. So SuiBooster is exactly what it is. It just boosts, well, it's just a booster to your project. So whether you're looking to rank in the chart, whether that be on the deck screener, whether you're looking to create volume, so that way you get some ping notifications coming through your Telegram, or hope you're ready for this, if you want to create some hype into your chart, we can definitely do that for you. So hype is one of the features that is very new into this ecosystem that we're throwing out, and it is the first of its kind. Nobody has it except for us. We are the first ones to actually come out with it. And I'm going to explain to you guys what hype is. As you guys know, volume basically just gives you buys and sells, right? So if you are running a project and you want to run, say, 50 Sui worth of volume through your chart, what you're going to get is you're going to be getting buys and sells constantly for the amount of Sui that you are putting in. So for example, if I want to, and I'm going to try to find an example here on Deck Screener real quick for you guys, of a project that might be using a volume bot. Okay. So currently right now we are running a volume bot on Azure. And if you guys can see, the patterns of buys that are coming in are not just buy, and sell. So for the most part, whenever you are getting into a volume bot, the way the volume bots work is they make 2 purchases and 1 sell, right? And so they'll buy, 1 Sui each, and they'll sell 2 Sui. And that basically creates the volume that comes in. 2 buys, 1 sell. 2 buys, 1 sell. The way we created our volume bot is a little bit different. We've created it where it is like a rhythm, like an AI rhythm, where it picks different Sui buys, and it does 1 sell. So that way it doesn't look stagnant. It doesn't look like buy, sell, buy, sell. It's like buy a little bit, buy big, and then sell. And it does make a big difference whenever you do have a lot of volume coming through, because it does incentivize people to continuously try to trade the chart. Whenever they see a bot that is buy, sell, they kind of just get annoyed to it to an extent, because they see there's no actual real buys that are coming in and out of the actual chart. So by us creating this method of buys and sells, it gives people the comfortability to know that there's going to be not only just buys and sells, but there's going to be big buys, little buys, and some sells. And so this is where it's going to help the community overall feel better about trading the chart, because now if you have one volume bot running, which is doing buy, sell, and then you got 2 or 3 more people that are trading, and you got more buys coming in and no sells, then that chart still looks like this. It looks very, very comfy where it's going up and down, up and down, and this is what people are looking for. Unfortunately, we don't have that here on Sui yet, the same amount of volume that Solana does, but it does incentivize people to come in and trade the charts. So that's one of the things that we've created with the SuiBooster. The SuiBooster does give you random buys and one sell, so that way you're getting more buys and you are actually getting sells. And so your patterns are going to look like this, where it's going to be a buy, and then a sell, and then it continues. So that's one of the things that we created different with our volume bot. Now, if you are wanting to know how cheap it gets, I'm going to drop a number on you, and I'm going to post it right. I'm going to show you guys. I'm not going to just drop it. But, if you guys are listening in the audience, you can get a volume bot started with 15 Sui. It is that cheap. A volume bot for 15 Sui. That has never been heard of or done before until today, where we just released it, and we wanted to make it very, very accessible. So for 15 Sui, you can get volume on your chart going for at least a minimum of 8 hours with 15 Sui. Now, if you can find somebody else that can beat us, please let me know, because we want to continuously compete with those people, because at the end of the day, when the volume does come, it is going to be tools that are going to be the best and cheapest to utilize. Because at the end of the day, technology is just a fork, right? You can just copy it and paste it. But the one that people are going to use the most is the one that's most cost effective, because they're not going to be breaking the bank. So that is one of the things that you can utilize with our bot, is the cost effectiveness of it. And you can get one started for 15 Sui. So if you have 15 Sui and a dead chart, you can definitely bring back the community back to life by using our volume bot. Now, that is what the volume bot does, right? The next thing is the ranking bot, and I've already explained it. So ranking is determined on how many buys and sells are going through your chart. So the more buys and sells you have on a chart, then the more the ranking starts to go up in the deck screener. So if you're in deck screener, and you're starting to see that there's a token that's climbing to the 13 spot, 12 spot, 11 spot, that's because there's a bunch of new buys that are coming in, and it's being constantly traded. So the ranking bot does that. It basically buys from new wallets, sells them, and moves on to the next wallet. So it keeps creating new wallets, and it pretty much just creates buys and sells, and that helps your token start ranking up. And like I mentioned, we've taken a project that has been on the 100, and we ran it up to 15 with only 40 Sui. So it does work, and like I said, it's very, very cost effective. So the next thing that we actually created is called the Hype Bot, and this is brand new. Nobody has seen it. There's no such thing in the market, and we've brought it out, and it's called the Hype Bot. So basically, what the Hype Bot does, it basically does almost the same thing as the micro ranking bot. It does, it creates a lot of buys, but instead of it selling it back into the chart, it burns it forever. It just burns it forever, and that is called the Hype Bot. So the Hype pretty much buys on any token whatsoever, very small microtransactions, and then burns those tokens for good. So I'm going to show you guys an example of it right now. So if you guys are listening in the audience, thank you guys so much for coming through. And if you guys want to see what it looks like, then just look at the pinned tweet, and you're going to be able to see the live stream that I currently got going on. So we're going to look at a chart that is currently dead. And I think we're going to do it on Planks, because Planks has been pretty dead. All right, so Planks, here you go. The last transaction on Planks was 2 hours and 52 minutes ago. That was the last transaction. So if you want to use the hype button on any given chart, and if you guys are listening or watching here in the audience, you can do this with any project. And I highly encourage the project leads to incentivize the community to come together, raise funds, and just burn it, right? Burn these funds. But instead of just randomly buying it and burning it, you can do something creative like I'm about to show you. So if you guys can see here, this has only had 15 total transactions happen today in the past 24 hours, and the volume has been 306. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to hype up planks. So the first thing you need to do is open up your Telegram bot. Yo, shout out to Cisco for subscribing for 9 months. Let's go, brother. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I just saw it on my Twitch. If you guys do have Amazon Prime, you can also subscribe for free, and you can actually earn free tokens, free Gucci coins on Twitch to claim for cryptocurrency, which it's pretty dope. It's I call it the watch to earn. Excuse me. All right, so we're gonna take planks. Nobody has touched it, so the one thing you need to do is go ahead and copy the contract address. The next thing you do is you want to open up your SuiBooster, and then you want to do the hype. Once you get the hype button, let me go ahead and start this. I think I have to upgrade my give me 1 second. Looks like my Telegram is out of sync. Okay, make sure I don't have nobody in there. Okay, cool. Give me 1 second, because I think my Telegram is glitching. All right. Let me clear the chat. And start this again. Hey, well, boy, is your TG working? I want to make sure it's not just mine that's glitching. And by TG, I mean the actual TG bot. All right, give me 1 second. All right, give me 1 second. All right. Let me see here. All right, well, I get the bot started and running. I do want to talk about, looks like a bot is frozen. Yeah, it does look like it's frozen. I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on. All right. The one thing I do want to mention, how this benefits, pretty much the projects that have been working on this. So first, let me go over the projects that have been working on this together, right? Because it's not just a bot. You just tried it on your TG? Yeah, then it is. It's glitching. This volume bot was created with Pepe on Sui and also SuiBets. We did do a partnership back probably back last year, and we decided to collaborate and build something together. So this was one of the things that we created together. One of many things that we're gonna be creating together. Excuse me. And this is to help continue with our communities. As you guys know, a lot of development does take time and it does take money. So this is one of the tools that is going to continuously help every single project that came together to build this. So a big shout out to the Pepe on Sui. Big shout out to Sui Bets. As you guys know, Pao is always working. He's always grinding. And a big shout out to everyone in the communities for showing up every single day and supporting us. So it looks like the bot is working. I mean, it's not working. Give me a sec. I did send a message. None of them are working. Let me see. Well, boy, is it working on your end? Well, I think Cisco said he tried it on his TG, but it's frozen. All right.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing you are. Technology.
Brother. And here I was, ready to show the world.
Okay. Just a little teaser. Just a little teaser.
Oh. I do apologize, though. So, yeah. But anyways, this is the bot itself, guys. And it is going to work by tomorrow. It's just, you have to show the goods and not let people use them, just like Elon. You you want to come in and say, hey, how about you smash the window with this metal thing? Try to break it. It's not gonna break, and then it breaks. Oh my goodness. But
our dev's live, so he may be able to flip a switch. He might have been working on it.
But anyways, the bot does work. So don't think we've been trying it nonstop. Like for the past 2 weeks, we've been working on it every single day, and we've done different projects. We have done, from Bob, we had done planks, Pepe. We've never done it on Sui Bets. We've also done it on Azure and some other ones. I think all right, we got our back end working on it. So give us 1 second. We should be able to get this. Another thing that we're going to be building as well is we're actually going to be building a D app for the Telegram. Because as you guys can see, at any given point, things can go down either on Telegram or, something does happen. So you always want to have access to these tools. So for those reasons, we are going to be developing a D app. So you can pretty much start this sucker up anywhere. You don't have to have Telegram. And I understand now the reason why a lot of things are getting pushed to D apps, because you do not want to rely on one specific source, right? So you don't want to just rely on Telegram. You want to be able to have access pretty much from any location to be able to access these tools. And now it makes sense, because now, Telegram is not working. But if we had a D app ready to go, then we would have access to it. It's already available to the public, Sorgrok. This is already available to the public, bro. You can use it, and we're gonna get it. We're gonna show you guys how to use it tonight. Like I said, it's technology, so it does hiccup, but we have been using it for the past two weeks every single day. But this is gonna be available for the public, for all of you guys to utilize, and we're actually gonna do a little, we're gonna show you guys a little demo on it, so you guys can utilize this. Hopefully tonight. We're gonna see what's happening in the back end. For you guys. In the meantime, I do want to give a shout out to everyone that has been showing up. Kailito, Esduni, The Ape, Crypto Nira, Crypto Spend It, Jade. Alex is now in the audience. What's going on, Alex? Good look at it, brother. This is a volume bot. It basically creates volume, and it makes microtransactions that burn the tokens as it buys it. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna show you guys what the hype does. It's something pretty cool. But you know, technology always has to have hiccups. Otherwise, it would be perfect, and we cannot have perfectness. Yo, shout out to Sir Grok. He just subbed. Let's go. All right. And yo, Alex, saludos para ti, brother. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming through. Let me see. In the meantime, Talkify, do you want to talk a little bit about your project, what you guys are doing while we get this thing working?
Yeah, yeah, not a problem. So we're actually building a raffle platform. So kind of think of it as like similar to Tradeport, but in a raffle style setting, which is going to be really cool. We're going to invite project owners and stuff if they want to like do like a raffle, whether it's their NFTs or giveaways of stuff, where they can everybody can buy a raffle ticket. So raffle ticket will be one Sui. You set your raffle out amount. Once the raffle fills, it does a random autonomous optimizer picker, and it picks any winner at random. We're throwing some ideas of doing not assets, but physical stuff too. Like for example, the Sui plays. So for example, Sui plays $600. Somebody could set it at $800, whatever that equates to in raffle tickets, and someone can win a Sui play for one Sui, which is pretty cool. So just some different cool little things like that, just to kind of give it a different style, a different theme, similar to Tradeport, which is mostly NFTs. But you could do NFTs. You can do tokens. You can do stuff like the Sui Play that we're going to integrate. We're going to have a security verification system that's going to have to be input. We're basically going to be the platform will be like the middleman to make sure everything's legit. So just a little bit of a glimpse of the technology. Um, Token wise, we have our pre-sale live. You're getting a 10% bonus if you purchase one Sui worth of the pre-sale. Then we are also you're entered into get a daily chance for a daily giveaway of some Azure NFTs or some Tokenify tokens or some other NFTs that are valued as well. So maybe some bulls. So that'll be kind of fun too. We might do it more than once a day, but at least once a day. And if you lose, you're still getting the tokens, so that's a win in my opinion. We're launching on a major exchange called P2B. They are currently integrating Sui into their exchange platform, so we're onboarding them. We're going to be the first Sui project on there. So after the ICO, we'll have an IEO, and yeah, things of that. I can keep going, but I was just trying to buy you some time.
Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it.
You got it. You got it.
So, will any of us will be able to go and create a raffle for?
Yes.
Will it
Yes.
be for any asset, or is it just gonna be NFTs?
No, so you can do tokens, you can do NFTs, you can do like I said, we're gonna figure out the way to do like a Sui play system. There's gonna be, I'm sure, some type of verification that Sui has on their gaming module systems that will be able to trace it, and then things of that nature. And yeah, it's there's that part of the end. We have to make sure like it's all secure and everything, which we'll get it all figured out. But the platform's going to be super sick, man. It's going to be user friendly, and it's going to be just a different style. What's kind of cool too, I was thinking from a token aspect, you put X amount worth of your token, right? And that person could be, that wins it could just, say, hey, I don't want this and sell it. Or they could say, hey, actually, I have this. I want to add to my bag. That's going to lower my cost. But even if they sell it, the project founder could definitely buy that up because the idea is to sell it for more, but also the winner is paying way less than what it's worth. So it's a win-win. And then the dev could buy it back and still have leftover funds to do things like marketing or to, maybe do further DApp builds. So it's a cool little system, but it gives somebody a chance that maybe doesn't have the means to purchase, let's say, a Sui Play or an expensive NFT. It gives them a fair chance to get something for one Sui, and I think that's pretty darn cool. Then it gives the people that are putting the product out a chance to make more because let's say they're selling something that normally sells for 500 sui. Well, it's going to be hard for certain people to pick that up, right? So but now you can actually get more for that because to that person they're just putting in one sui and you sold it for more than whatever the high floor was on Tradeport, let's say. So that would be the idea and concept, how it's a win-win um, mechanism for everybody. So I think that was pretty cool and unique thing about it, how everybody kind of wins with that format. And then we're putting in a system, even if you don't win that particular raffle, you're going to be accumulating value points, which will turn into free raffle tickets where you can put them in and other things. You could potentially gain a second chance on a raffle, and you might even win that. So yeah, a lot of cool things we have working out the mechanism. And what makes the token make sense with the DApp is the revenue sharing model from that is going to be also passed down to our stakers, as well as the transaction fee from the liquidity pools will also have a share of that. So we're sharing all that, so it's going to be a revenue based, and that's what's going to be the main concept for having the token as well to it.
Awesome, brother. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'm very, very excited because that is the one thing that we need here in the SU ecosystem. We need things so people can stay busy. That's it. That's all we need. We just need toys.
Right. It's fun, right? I mean, that's how do you get people's attention? It's through fun, through entertainment, through chance of luck. Keep it keeps everybody engaged. But man, it's fun. I feel like even if you lose, 30 raffles and you win one, that could be more than enough worth it for all your troubles. So it's a cool outcome how that could work. But hey, you got to play to win, right? You get lucky, but again, you still have to get the ticket, right? So it's not all luck. You still have to do something. But I think it's a fun little system. It's a cool utility. It can help volume on people's projects and kind of help things that are floor sell for more, that are like maybe heavier or higher values. And yeah, there's a lot of cool things. I personally like the idea of the tokens because, like I said, that he could doesn't mean he will, right? He could buy that because you're selling it for a higher amount. He could buy that back up and still have the leftover funds to help his community, right, for through further marketing or DApp updates and stuff like that. So I think there's a lot of cool things, right? And I'm a firm believer if you build it, they'll come. So like we're here on your show.
Amen to that, brother. Amen
Yeah.
to that.
Yes, sir.
Well, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to put this to the test. All right, we got it work. It's back online. Like I said, it was gonna get back online. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a pretty much a little example of what our bot is capable of doing, right? And one of the things that I want to you guys to witness is what you can do as a community. Like Talkify just said, you have to give people things to do. Because if you don't, people get antsy, man. People get very antsy. And so this is one of the things that can get done as a community, to incentivize the community to come together and do fun things, right? So for example, I'm going to be showing you guys how to turn on the bot. So if you guys are wanting to do, say for example, you come together, you mint NFTs as a community, and you're gonna be doing a burn. You're gonna be doing a buyback and burn. The best way you could do it is you can either buy it in one single shot and forget about it, or you can create a little bit of hype in the chart. So I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek of what a dead chart looks like. So this is the chart. This is planks. Nothing has happened in the past 3 hours. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring a little bit of hype into this chart. So the first thing you want to do is open up your SuiBooster Telegram bot. And remember, the Telegram was just the beginning. We are going to bring more tools to the apps and not just leave them in Telegram. We want to make sure we bring them to life. So the first thing is go to Telegram for right now. Open up your SuiBooster. You want to copy the contract address of planks, and then you want to go into this section right here. This section is going to ask you what liquidity pool it is that you're going to be working with today. And if you guys are brand new and you have no idea, you can go to the deck screener and you can look for the token that you are going to be working on, and you can look in the top corner where it says Turbos Finance. So that's up here. It pretty much tells you what liquidity pool has the most liquidity, and it's usually going to be the one that pops up. Just make sure that there is liquidity in that correct pool and you do have the right contract address. So for this purposes, this is on Turbo. So we're going to go to Turbos, and then you're going to go ahead and copy your contract address. It's going to validate it. It's going to ask you if this is the correct pool. You hit yes, it is. And we're going to be doing some hype. So we're going to go and do a little bit of hype on Plank since it's dead. Nobody has touched it. And so, and if you guys are brand new and you guys showed up, hype basically buys tokens and burns them. But it doesn't just do a single transaction and it sends it, right? No, it makes it fun. It gives it a little bit of hype. And that's sometimes what you need on a down market, because you want to incentivize the community to, get uppity and get going. So the next thing you do is once you're locked in by doing the contract address and checking which liquidity pool, is you are going to be getting a wallet address. Now remember, these wallets don't belong to anybody. They're just smart contracts. So you're going to be sending money to a smart contract. You don't need to get the private keys to this wallet address, because this is not a wallet address that lives anywhere. This is just a smart contract wallet address. So you're going to be sending your tokens to this particular wallet. So we're going to go ahead and copy the wallet address, and then you're going to send whatever amount of Sui you want to burn. So we're going to, I don't want to burn that much, because Sui made me took a doopy today. So we're gonna do 3. We're gonna burn 3 Sui worth of Plank tokens, and once I've copied my address, I'm gonna hit review. I'm gonna send it, and then it's gonna take a couple of seconds for the actual token to get sent over and create the first purchase. So while that cooks up, I do want to give a shout out to my boy Queso Papa. Shout out to Queso Papa. What's going on, bro? Hope you're doing good. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you. And everybody else that's in the audience, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. All right. So, if you ever do send it to the wrong address, just let us know. Contact either Sui Bets, Pepe on Sui, or Bob, and we are going to be here ready to help. So this is how the hype bot goes. You ready? Once this starts, you can always check the bot status, and it's gonna tell you how many buys it has purchased, and then this is what the hype button looks like in action. If you guys are looking at my stream on X, YouTube, on Twitch, or if you guys are listening to the Twitter Spaces, you guys are witnessing exactly what's about to happen for the next, 15 minutes or so. It's just going to be buying small amounts of the tokens, and it's just gonna be burning them. So it's just gonna be buying them and burning them for the next, I don't know. I put 3 Sui. I mean, this could it could probably last an hour or so. I don't know. But it's basically going to just buy 1 planks at a time and just burn it. And if you guys want to make sure that it is working, you can always go to the transaction, and you can go to SuiScan to verify that it is buying and burning it. It's not just buying it and sending it somewhere where it might get sold, you know, because you don't know that. But I'm gonna show you guys this on SuiBooster because it's much easier to read on SuiBooster. So let me go ahead and take that transaction, copy it. We'll go to SuiBooster. We'll copy that transaction, and it's gonna give us a detail of what's happening. So as you guys can see, 0.001 Sui was swapped over to planks, and then give me 1 second. Give me the raw. Oh, the events. Here we go. Here we go. Give me the raw events. All right. I wish it was much easier to to decipher down. Okay. Okay, where's the transfer? Here we go. That is the one thing. Here we go. That is the one thing. It does take some time to try and understand the Sui readers, but eventually you get it. All right, so as you guys can see, 1 minute ago, there was planks that was purchased, and then it was sent to the burn address. So pretty much every single transaction that is currently happening right here, look at this, and it's just green. I mean, you just got a ton of green transactions coming through for the next, 10-15 minutes. So pretty much you're just gonna have buys nonstop for the next 15 minutes, and every single one of these transactions is going to be getting sent to the burn address. So the burn address is eventually going to be collecting planks or whatever project that you guys are going to be utilizing. And the cool thing is that anybody can use our bot. So you do not have to be a developer. You could just simply be a community member that says, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to burn some Pepe today, or I'm going to be burning some Togify whenever they do launch. Or if you want to burn some planks, you can also burn some planks. So we're going to go through the burn address. There's some Bob that got burnt. There's some Punk. Let me find that. I don't think anybody has burnt any planks. I think we are the first one, so we're gonna be in the very, very, very bottom. So give me 1 second. Let me find that planks. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. And there you guys have seen it. 1,000 planks have been burnt so far. And if we go to the top, we can actually see, when that got sent in. And as you guys can see, there you go. This is the planks tokens that have been getting sent over here. So basically, it buys and then it burns. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty cool. So this is the hype button that we have here, and you can always check the status of how many buys it has created because it tells you. And this will work with pretty much your volume bot or your ranking bot uh, per se. Uh, and check this out. The other cool part about the ranking bot is that you can also utilize whatever amount of money you have to make it work. And remember, the more money you put in there, the more sui that you put in there, then the longer it's going to last. Excuse me. The longer it's going to last. So if you put, 10 sui, it's going to last a pretty long time, and it is going to continuously rank you higher than any other token. So as you guys can see, Planks right now is pretty much just on hype mode. Is just buy, and every single buy that collects gets sent to the burn address. So this is going to be good to see, with all other projects basically coming in here and utilizing the tools that we currently have. All right, so far, ladies and gentlemen, we would love some feedback. If you guys have any questions, please let us know what you guys think. Tokify, what do you think so far from what we've been able to demonstrate today, brother?
No, I love that a lot. And so basically, from my understanding, when it's going straight to it's making the liquidity pool stronger as well, right?
Oh yeah, whenever you buy an asset and you burn it, it makes it stronger.
Right. Yeah, that's a win. So that's definitely huge. I like that feature a lot.
Yeah, and the good thing is that one, and you'll understand, right? Because you're a developer as well. Once you launch into the market, it's easier to have market makers in exchanges because they'll do it for you. But it is much more difficult to find a market maker that can properly make in a decentralized exchange because it's harder because you can't control how people react to the market, and you don't know whether they're going to buy or sell. So if you're buying and they're selling on you and you keep buying and they keep selling, it's a challenge. But if you are able to put 50 sui aside and just let that thing run and just have buys come in every single minute for the next 24 hours, hey, that's a service you cannot beat. That's a service that beats pretty much any market maker because it will continuously just let the project run on autopilot, and it will allow you to keep ranking in deck screener while other people come in and continuously buy the project. And at the end of the day, you don't have to do anything other than just click the button and let it go.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And we have to have market making because we'll be on Sex and Dex. But that market making is just to make sure there's no, there's volume, but there's also no arbitrage. But what's nice about yours that's different is it when it's doing it, it's actually burning the actual supply into the liquidity pool and making it stronger. So there is a use case for me to have both. So I'll definitely be getting that for sure.
Amazing, bro. And as you guys can see, this is hype. This is hype. It's just green. When you look at the chart, you're looking at the chart, it's like, dang, it's just green. And that's what people love. People love to see green candles, right? People love to see green chart. Because for the next, 15 minutes, all it's going to be is just doing buys, doing buys, doing buys. So this tool is available for everyone to use right now. You guys can go to Telegram, utilize it, and like I said, we have 3 different things that you can use on it. We have a volume bot, a ranking bot, and a hype bot. And depending on how much money you put into those things, then it's gonna give you what you need. If you are a very small project and right now you're in the very dump, you can literally start turning this on with 20 sui. Now remember, if you only utilize 20 sui, then you're only gonna get a minimum, but it's gonna give you enough where it's gonna give you for the community to wake up, and it's gonna give you some volume in the actual chart. So it's definitely gonna help resuscitate your project if it's just lingering. And as you guys can see, I mean, this thing is just gonna go. With 3 sui, I think this thing is gonna go for at least another 1 hour. So
is there a way in the future to have like a mechanism set to where you put in the exact amount of sui and you want it to kind of be spread out over how long?
No. You just
Okay.
pretty much, put how much Sui you want it to run, and it'll run it. It'll run it for you.
Gotcha. And is it when it's running, is it just going to always do kind of like the same format, or is it using a certain like algorithm to do it?
No, it already has a specific algorithm that it uses. But if you're using, for example, a volume bot, and you're doing, say, 10 Sui, uh, it's gonna buy 5 Sui, 3 Sui, 2 Sui, and then it's gonna sell 10 because it wants to give you that, buy, and then sell for the volume bot.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I was talking more so about when it's buying to burn.
Oh no, to buy to burn is just buying it and then it's just gonna be selling it. There's no specific amount. It's just gonna be buying small transactions just to give you that, to buy that.
Gotcha.
So right now, I put 3 Sui, and as you guys can see, it's burning around $0.01 worth of Sui. So it's gonna take a good amount of time before this thing ever runs out. So
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. I like that it's not because people are buying and selling, so it's kind of like DCing your burn. It's cool.
exactly, and anybody can do it, which is the most important thing, right? Anybody can utilize this. Now we are gonna be working on a D app, like I mentioned, so you can do it from your website. And the cool thing about the D app is you don't need to connect any wallet at all. All you need to do is get a wallet address where you're gonna be sending money, and it's gonna do everything that it needs to do, whether that's volume, whether that's ranking, or whether that's burning the token.
Very cool, brother. Very cool. I love it.
Thank you very much, bro. I do want to give a shout out to, my partners in crime. We have been grinding nonstop. Big shout out to Pepe on Sui. Shout out to Sui Bets. Sui Bets has been very, very busy, but he's always helped us come together and deliver things that are going to be very, very useful. And right now, the market is dumped. Nobody's buying. So this is the time to start building and start sharing the tools. And if we can make them affordable for everyone to use right now when there's no volume, I think whenever the volume does come in, we're not going to run into any trouble getting this out the door and getting other projects to utilize it, because it is cost effective right now. So the more you require, then the more you put in the machine. But if you're bare minimum right now, if you're a project that is getting CTO'd, this is the best way to get started. Get a ranking bot, get some community hype together to maybe burn some tokens, and the best way to do it is you let the bot do it. You don't have to stand here manually and start buying and sending to the burn address. You can just simply hit play and let it run. Oh, sorry about that. Oh my goodness. All right, if you guys do have any questions, please feel free to come on up and ask the questions. If you guys are in the audience, please feel free to ask questions. And thank you guys so much for coming in tonight. And this was not expected. It was like a last minute thing, but I wanted to make sure we got it out here into people's hands. And it is currently available for you. So if you guys do head over to Telegram, you can just type in SuiBooster. I'm gonna give you the right name. SuiBooster _ bot. You will be able to see our bot with our logo, and it looks like that. SuiBooster. So I do want to do another stream because I do want to talk about the algorithmic AI trading bots that I've been using from the Pumpkin project. They've created bots that basically trade for you without doing anything. It is a little bit hard to get them going, but it's gonna be very, very good in the future for you guys to use, because all my trading gets now done by AI bots. Like, I don't do anything, and it just it does its thing. It's pretty cool to see. It's pretty cool. So I do wanna do another stream and just show you guys how it works. That way you guys can have a benefit from it. Also, Azure Cryptos, shout out to my boy Top. He is currently in Denver, Colorado for the Sui Summit. He's out there chilling, grinding, and his collection did sell off. So big shout out to him, and all of you guys for coming through, this amazing night. If you guys do have any questions, please feel free to come and ask. If you guys want to utilize the bot, if you want to put some green through your chart, feel free to use the bot. You can get it started with even one Sui for the hype bot, and then everything else, bare minimum, much cheaper than anything else in the market. And I've used a ton of other volume bots. So I do want to say, well, do you have anything else to say, bro, before I close it up?
No, man, I think that's really cool. I'm gonna definitely be utilizing that at Tokify for real.
Well, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it, and I hope everybody in the audience does use the tools that we've created, because they are unique and they're very helpful. And as you guys can see, this thing is just gonna be buying all day, all night. You can go to bed, and it's gonna do its thing. But I think my boy, Wellboy, I think he went to bed. Wellboy, you still there, bro?
I'm here, brother.
Awesome, bro. Any closing statement that you want to say goodbye to everybody with, brother, before I close it up?
Man, you touched on everything, but one of the biggest things was, again, this is a community thing, right? This is not just for the devs. This is not just for the project leaders. This is something that anybody, whether you're new, just starting into a project, it could be your first day, right? And you get your bags and you say, you know what? I want to pump the charts. I want to burn some tokens. Let me use the SuiBooster. And again, anybody can use it. So I know you touched on that, and I love how accessible this is, that we're making it for everybody with the 15 Sui min. So that's awesome. But that's all I got, guys. Thanks for joining. I hope you love it. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope it makes your chart soar. And we're going to keep working and growing. And yeah, we're excited to bring this to you guys.
Amen to that, brother. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to say thank you guys so much for coming through. It already has been an hour. It doesn't feel like it. I could keep going, but this is my last weekend with my son before I head on over to the Sui Summit as well. So I'm going to spend some time with him. I really do hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Happy weekend. And thank you guys so much for coming through the introduction of SuiBoost, the SuiBooster. And I hope that you guys actually get to experience it. And let us know if you guys have any feedback that you would like to give us back. We would appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, concern, feel free to reach Pepe on Sui, Bob the Blob, or Sui Bets. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Peace out, everybody. I'm gonna leave y'all with some bangers here on the stream. Y'all not gonna just let you go like that. Sheesh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there y'all have it. I hope you guys get to utilize the tools. Like I said, this is very accessible, very cheap for anyone to use. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be a big project, you could be a small project. At the end of the day, we want to utilize technology to the best that we can and use the tools that are at hand. And right now, these are some of the tools that we're bringing to your hand so that you can utilize them. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to say thank you. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm heading to Denver, Colorado for the Sui Summit. So the next time that you see my face is probably going to be maybe tomorrow. I might do a stream tomorrow because I do want to show you guys the algorithmic trading bots that I've been using from Pumpkin Bot. They're pretty awesome. I don't have to trade no more. Like it does all the trading for me. It's pretty cool. So I do want to show you guys that. And in the meantime, I do hope that you guys have an amazing rest of your night. I will probably see you tomorrow before I leave. And then next week, you will be able to see some content from the Sui Summit. So I'll catch y'all later. All right, I'm out. Peace.